Hey y'all, it's Meka, and we're talking Welcome to Derry on the channel today. So I know y'all didn't think we were not gonna cover Welcome to Derry on this channel. So it premiered this week, and I have to say, I was pretty impressed with it. I mean, it was like it was a it exceeded my expectations. Let me just say that. So basically, I would say that it had a good amount of like scare, horror, gore. Um, I like that it's touching on, before it came into play. So this is many, many years before it even came into play. So yeah, or well, not before it, but the clown that we know came into play. Okay. Um, it was really good. I did not know what to expect. I have been waiting on this to come on, and I'm so glad that I did watch it. I would say that it had really good pacing throughout the show. Like it kept you intrigued the whole time and definitely makes you want to go back and watch the whole episode. This is one of them ones. I'm telling y'all, I really think it's gonna be good. I'm not gonna go scene for scene for this, but I will say the opening scene was beyond crazy. Like this little boy basically has run away from home and he gets kicked out of this movie theater and he's walking and he starts to hitchhike. This little boy can't be no more than, I don't know, 10 years old maybe. And he's hitchhiking and a car actually stops. Now they're in the dead of winter, it's freezing cold. This family who looks like pretty nice, like nice people, let him in the car, like, oh, a little boy on the side of the road, he's freezing, let's help him, right? He gets in the car, they ask him, where can they take him, right? And I'm thinking, okay, his response is gonna be like, oh, I live down the street or something like that. This little boy says, take me anywhere, far away from Derry, right? Which means another town. And these people go, okay, sure. And I'm like, so yeah, that's kidnapping, you know? So I thought that was weird. So you already knew like something was weird was about to go down. And pretty quickly after that, stuff starts to unravel. The kids in the car are acting weird. The girl pulls out like this container of liver and she like puts her hand in it and smells it. And then she's like, tries to have him smell her hand with all this bloody liver on her hand. The little boy, the mom says he's really good at spelling, so she starts having them spell these random words or whatever. And he starts to kind of freak out a little bit. And before you know it, it's like a tussle in the car. And he's like, let me out. Like, because he notices that they're not driving away from Derry. They're going back into Derry because there's this big welcome sign that says welcome to Derry. He's like, wait, I told y'all I didn't want to come back here. And they started just acting stupid weird. Okay. And so there's like a little tussle in the car and he accidentally hits the lady in the stomach. And I forgot to mention the lady is pregnant and she gives birth to something that is otherworldly and some small alien gross looking creature with like 2 heads and wings. And this thing, she delivers this in the car and this thing like takes off all over the car and is like, hitting people all in the face, doing all stuff. And then eventually, I guess it indicates that, the little boy ends up being unalived. It disappears, right? So that's where the story starts off, where this little boy has gone missing. And there's another part to this that I was kind of excited about. There's this group of kids, and I have a thing for watching kids grow throughout a series. That's why I love like shows like Stranger Things, where I got to see these kids like grow up on screen. So I'm thinking these friends in this town and the people that are wondering where this little boy is, it's like a little group of friends. I'm thinking we're about to see these kids, grow up together and, character development and get attached to some of them and everything. And I mean, pretty much they start to have weird dreams. Like each of these kids that were associated with this particular boy that went missing, they started to have like weird dreams. And they started telling each other about it, and they're hearing songs that aren't, hearing somebody singing that's not really there, and it sounds like it's him. And they're like, something weird is going on, And so they end up finding out that the night he disappeared, he left. The last place he was at was this movie theater. And there's this little girl that worked there. I guess her dad owns it or something like that. And they go to see her, and they're talking to her about it. And at first she's annoyed. She's like, I'm tired of people coming and talking to us. We don't know what happened to the little boy. They tried to blame my dad for the little boy missing and whatnot. And so one of the kids says something about they heard some song, you know, but they don't know where it was coming from. But it sounded like it was coming from this little boy, and they heard it coming out of the pipes of their bathroom. And the girl like looks all shocked, and she's like, you know, wait, what did you say? You know, so basically she's heard the same song. So then they kind of like all band together, and for whatever reason they all decide to go to the movie theater. And in this movie there is a massacre. Like, I'm not about to play by play the show, but these kids don't make it out of the movie theater. Only 2 of the kids make it out, and my mouth was open the entire time because these scenes were brutal. You gotta watch the show. I really don't want to say like how they were unalived and whatnot, but yeah, you gotta watch what happened because it was crazy and very creepy, and I was here for it. Like, I was absolutely here for it. Yeah, and it pretty much ends off where I think it was like 5 or 6 kids or something like that. They're all gone by the end of the show. So that was new. You don't usually see something like that, but I'm looking forward to the next episode. I would love to know what y'all thought about it. Did y'all think it was good? Like, did you, was there some parts that kind of shocked you too or whatever? But I would love to hear what y'all think. Go ahead and drop that in the comments. Are y'all gonna continue to watch the show? Because I am. Me and JR. So yeah, till next time, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, follow us on all our social media channels, and I will be back. A new episode airs it's airing early for Halloween. So we'll watch the next episode, and I'll be on here to do my little recap of that. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. All right, talk to y'all next time.